Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Scorpio. This is a generic read, so please take all those messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So, Scorpio, how are you feeling? Mid-December. How is the holiday season coming up for you? Hopefully, you're able to connect with your family and friends, even virtually, find some sort of holiday vibe going on, even if it was a hard year for you in any way. I know for a lot of people this was a really tough year, but if in case you can find some sort of silver lining to it. Alright, Scorpio, let's focus on the question that brought you to this reading. Take a deep breath. Exhale and let everything else go. Just that question on your mind, and maybe this reading has an answer for you. Let's see what's going on. Nine of Coins. It's like a lot of self-luxury, like a lot of abundance where you can invest on yourself for your, like a lot of pampering, self-pampering. And so it's being blocked by Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords is, if you look at this card, your eyes are also blindfolded, and then there's this illusionary sword boundary around you. You seem to have wings, but you don't truly trust them because you just first don't know how to use them, and then that illusionary boundary first is blocking you, and then those blindfolds won't even make you see those wings right now. So you can even somehow can't even feel them. So what that all means is, a lot of times we feel guilty about self-pampering, creating self-luxury. Nine of Coins is a lot about enjoying where you are, the luxury that you have created for your own self. It's great to be philanthropic, and everyone should be. It's great to share your abundance, and everyone should. But first, it's important that you enjoy that abundance so that you can cherish it. You can realize its importance. Once you start realizing its importance, only then you can truly share it with someone else. If you're just sharing it for the sake of like, oh, I am philanthropic as a person, or like for the idea to impress or get social recognition, you are not truly either appreciating your abundance, and also you're not truly appreciating the idea of being philanthropic. Because philanthropy is all about sharing the overflowing abundance you have, not the one first you should spend on your own luxury and enjoy it. It's really important that you enjoy what you created before you invite everyone else to join. So that part, somehow, this blindfolds and these walls around you, it's basically been blocked. You are living some sort of a, like this blinded path where you're supposed to provide for others before you can even enjoy your own wealth. It's all about some sort of like this shadow responsibility on your back. And now, because of that shadow responsibility, you have to, it's like you need more abundance in everything. Even if you're getting it, it's going into that shadow abundance, like some sort of a black hole. It has no existence. It just goes away randomly. So it's like neither you can enjoy it, people you're sharing with, they are just basically either sucking it out of you, or they cannot even enjoy it. And overall, you cannot even appreciate the idea. If you're just doing philanthropy with it, you cannot even appreciate that idea. That whole picture is being blocked right now because of some sort of self-guilt trap that either you created or people around you created, which is making you feel that enjoying your money or your efforts, every effort has a result to it. Expecting that result is incorrect, but not enjoying that result or truly giving the actual emotion to that result by itself is also incorrect. So if the result is amazing, which would be when you put hard efforts towards your work, then it's truly important that you start enjoying it too. It's not that you keep giving into that shadow responsibility, into that guilt trap, into helping people around you, into supporting them before you can truly become happy and enjoyable yourself. The more and more you keep giving into that responsibility, the less and less you will keep enjoying yourself. And I'm not saying don't be responsible as a person for other people too, but first it's important that you be responsible for your own self. And part of it is taking care of your own self and giving in to self-pampering. Past situations, Ten of Swords, painful conclusion. This seemingly is going into in a sense where it's like you just realize that people, that shadow responsibility around you was just basically someone taking advantage of your good-heartedness. That's how they created that guilt trap so that you cannot enjoy your abundance. So an idea could be as simple as this thing, that if you have a high-paying job, so somebody around you who is not happy with your abundance, like with your high-paying job, they will start telling you, oh, look at that person, they're putting in so much daily effort and they're just earning minimum wage and which cannot even support their family. I'm not making fun of that, but I'm just saying that the idea that someone else uses that kind of a guilt trap against you to tell you that you should not enjoy the idea that you have high paying abundance. You worked hard for it. You went to school, you worked hard for all those things. So giving into that guilt trap is incorrect. Once you enjoy your abundance and then helping all those people, that's great. But before you do that, enjoy that abundance and don't give into this guilt trap that someone else is setting up for you. It's people who are just setting up that guilt trap, they are just jealous. As simple as that. Because they cannot put that much effort ever in their life to make something of them to get that high paying secure job for them, the emotions given and what they want to do is just make you feel guilty about your abundance and your security. And since they don't have a proper argument against it, they compare it to the most negative scenario which you're not even truly responsible for. So that realization either is setting in. So painful conclusion is all about you realizing the negative people that you had surrounded yourself with. That's where all these swords are also looking like eight of swords. All those 8 swords, like those negative people you got entrapped with, like who you sat around with, who probably became your sort of like these special confidant people, and they were completely jealous of your abundance, and they started hating how great you were doing for yourself. They could not realize how much effort went into that. They were just like making in their own mind up that you don't put in as much effort as they do. So they started comparing it to some random third job to say that that person, you should like, oh, look at that person not able to make it and you enjoying yourself. You should be guilty of yourself. Mind's ambition, Knight of Coins. So your mind is very interestingly understanding the situation and is redirecting you to start thinking about your ambitions again and focus on that rather than getting into that guilt trap. So it's a very healthy direction. Let's see, keep saying what's going on. Heart's desire, 8 of Coins, looking at your achievements, hoping for more growth. Future situations, nightmares, 9 of Swords. So don't worry about it, because if you see it's 8, 9 and 10 of Swords, it's all about things are concluding. When things are concluding and some painful conclusion has happened or realization has happened that people have been guilt trapping you. What is nightmares is right now doing is, because on a daily basis you are surrounded by these negative people around you. The stimuli that you receive is negative during a conscious time. Now, because consciously aware you're getting negative stimuli, your mind is really clouded with judgment, it's clouded with fear, and those fears go into dream state, and that's where they are creating nightmares now. Now, instead of worrying about the nightmares, if you can get into some sort of a place where if you wake up during the night or if you wake up early morning with negative emotions, something like you're feeling bad because nightmare woke you up, fear of any kind woke you up, there definitely would be a remembrance. So keep a notepad around you, something where you can write it down. And nightmares have a habit of recurring themselves. So the more you would remember consciously, the more you would remember that nightmare. Once you write it down, instead of fearing it, now your conscious mind has enough time to process it. And the funny part is nightmares would give you the understanding who is guilting you and how they're doing that. Nightmares would, what that means is that nightmares would help you understand the characteristics within yourself that allowed those people to become your confident advisors. Every one of us have that kind of like a circle where we truly share our secrets and we take advice from the other person, hoping that they would seek your benefit, and that's why they're giving advice so that could be helpful. You somehow got entrapped with people who are playing on your good naturedness, guilting you, and then like siphoning off your energy for their benefit. They just want to feel good that someone like you, someone powerful like you, is entrapped, like someone who has wings is entrapped. They by themselves cannot do that, so they also want your uniqueness to be shadowed by their guilt, to be shadowed by their like these fake responsibilities. So all of that is coming to you in a nightmare phase. In night, it's trying to tell you what you need to correct in your own behavior, like how you need to create those boundaries so that these people can no longer influence your thoughts. And once they no longer influence your thoughts, you will refine those abilities within yourself to break those thresholds these people set around you, to break the idea that you should be guilty before you can enjoy for your own self. Suggested advice or action: Ace of Swords. Context for this advice: Seven of Swords. A lot of swords over here. A lot of information coming to you. That's what's happening. So Seven of Swords is the lies that you tell your own self. That's where the funny part is. Now, why would we lie to our own self? It's because time and again, when people around you who are deceiving you, they keep giving you negative advice. And now this was your confident, entrusted circle. That's why those people who kept telling you don't have wings, and then you forgot how to even use them. And then eventually, after some point, because people kept telling you don't have wings, you forgot you even have wings. These are metaphorical, but the idea is that you have a unique trait with other people who didn't have it. They failed to acknowledge it towards you for a purpose, and then they started enjoying siphoning off, like the idea they were controlling your ability. That's where the nightmares are coming to you. It's your own devil, the fear that you created for your own self. That's where the lies is what you tell your own self. So lie over here is that you've forgotten that you have a unique trait. You've forgotten how to trust it. You've forgotten how to use it. It's fine. You can redevelop that craft now. But what you need to do is first untangle your nightmares, start writing them down. Those nightmares would tell you which people should be now pushed away from you, like that entrusted circle. And once you push away those people, once you create the right boundaries, your mind then will start telling you, hey, you also have these wings, you also have these unique features. Now that you have pushed away those boundaries, those swords around you, let's remove these blindfolds and start flying. So those lies need to be removed. Ace of Swords is all about clarity, finding inner clarity. So in here there was this card about it's Eight of Coins and Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins is about ambitions and Eight of Coins is about current achievements. So I think that's great for you to reaffirm yourself how far you have gotten. But that idea should not be used as to how you construct your ambitions from here onwards, because you're seemingly still discovering your abilities. Once you start releasing these people, once you start releasing the thoughts they incepted in your mind, the fears they incepted in your mind, and all those fears became the devil that now you need, like that's giving you nightmares. Once you start releasing those people, the lies they made you start believe. So the idea of inception is that their thought, the smallest doubt from them, went into your mind and became like it festered and became as if you created it on your own self, and you started lying to your own self. That lies, once they start removing, you will be able to refine your abilities and create new ambitions. So don't focus on ambitions from a perspective that I need to set new goals right now. Rather, just you need to focus on your ambition. Ambition is all about being personally safe, stable, and secure. That's important, truly important. So believe that that's important. Push it outwards into the future right now. And now let go, start focusing on your nightmares and start releasing these people. Once you start releasing people, you will start discovering your own lies. Once you start finding those lies and start releasing those lies, that's where you start discovering your new gifts. Once you start doing that, then you can literally fly away. You will have new ambitions at that point, and you will realize it. Hopes and fears, Ace of Wands, and potential outcome, Temperance. So Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords, clarity and using that clarity for future growth. Ace of Wands is an interesting transition from what I was saying, that once you release the lies, you will find new abilities. Those new abilities would give you that Ace of Wands, that spark which would allow you to become your own wizard. Find those magical wings within yourself and fly away to a greater prosperous abundance. So what's needed in this moment is temperance. Temperance would be the patience. Look at your achievements to realize you have done great in your life. Pause your ambitions of recreating those goals. Push them to a little future. Find a temperance, like balanced mindset. And then let go. Start writing these nightmares. Whenever you wake up with a negative feeling, remember the recent thought and write that down. All those would chronologically connect and then would let you understand what you should start doing, like in a conscious time period. Don't fear the nightmares. Don't fear the insomnia. Rather start writing your mind down. It would truly help you unburden. Once you start unburdening yourself, once you start finding your own lies, releasing those lies, you will truly find the gifts that you were always given. You just had forgotten about them. That Ace of Spark will lead you to places. So stop, if you can, fearing those nightmares and truly start evaluating them. Scorpio, I hope this reading resonated with you, and if it did, there is an extended. In the extended, I will further look at cards about how to release those nightmares, messages from the oracle. If you would like to join me there, the link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, Scorpio, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me, and have an amazing week. Sleep well. Bye.